However, politically inspired violence in America in that autumn is far from over. 6 years after the murderous rampage of the Manson family, one of its members was still out to get the system, personified by President Gerald Ford. September 5th, Sacramento, California.
All of a sudden, a young woman dressed in a red flowing gown jumped at the president, lunged at him, and we're told she had a gun in her hand. A Secret Service.
The White House press office has now identified the woman as Lynn Ellis Fromme, 26 years old, of Sacramento, and they say that she is linked with the Charles Manson family.
Secret Service agent Larry Boondorf was the man who stopped her.
I noticed a hand coming up very low and had something in it.
The gun was about 2 feet from the president.
I saw a hand coming up behind several others in the front row, and obviously there was a gun in that hand.
We interrupt this program to bring you the following special report from ABC News.
This is the latest on the apparent attempt to fire a gun at President Ford.
He was right. It was the latest, but not the last. 3 weeks later, a rerun. On September 22nd, in another California town, San Francisco, another radical, another gun, the same president. Sara Jane Moore's motives were confused. Her purpose was not.
I knew that that's the only shot I would have was a headshot. He came out, looked right at me, and after I fired the shot, he stopped. Cold, and I did have time for a second shot, had never planned for a second shot, had practiced and was psyched for one shot.
One shot might have done it if it hadn't been for a man who almost wasn't there. Vietnam veteran Oliver Semple just happened to be downtown.
I said, well, the guy's from Michigan. I've never seen him in person. I'll stick around to see him, if I can see what he looks like. Everybody started pushing everybody. For some strange reason, I looked down, and I had seen Sara Jane Moore go in her purse and pull a revolver. I yelled, "The bitch has got a gun," before I made the lunge for it, as the trigger was going off. I grabbed her, and about 10 agents and 20 policemen were on us all, just like that.
That's the one regret I have, that it was not successful.